Well, welcome to another edition of GW Unspoken, where we discuss stuff we don't typically talk about, but probably should. And we're here for our Lack of Technology podcast, and we're here on Season 5, Episode 8, the last one. The last one of the series, and some people are probably thinking, thank goodness. I know some of the kids at school are probably going, stop bagging technology, sir. You're going to get us in trouble with our parents. They're going to take it off us. And I'm like, good. That's good. Get outside and do something with your mates. Anyway, there's a bit of sarcasm there, but you know what I mean. The average usage now of people using their devices is huge, anywhere between 5 and 8 hours. I think I've got some kids at school up to nearly 10 hours a day. I don't know how they actually get that time in, but obviously it can be affecting other things. And again, the whole series we talked about for the whole 7 episodes, and now this 8th episode, is it's not about technology being a bad thing. It's the addiction to technology that is the bad thing. So look, a really quick one to finish off with episode 8, and I hope you've enjoyed the series on technology. The next one we're going to talk about next week, it will be on nutrition. We've got some really good guest speakers lined up and can't wait to hear from them as well. So number one, let's go through some things for yourself. This is a podcast about you, and it's about your behaviours, and I guess to question yourself now about how things are going for you in your life and the things that you do and your behaviours you do. And I'm not here to tell you what to do, obviously, but just to question those things about, can you maybe change a few things to improve your life? All right, number one, what's your goals and ambitions? What are they? Have you actually got them? Have you actually written down like a 5-year goal? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? If you look at your age right now and then you add 5 years to it, what's that look like? Pretty scary for me. But I mean, if you're all younger and thinking about this or tuning this podcast, what's your goals? Are you at school and you now finished school? Are you at a current job? Are you going to still stay in that job? Are you still happy in that job at the moment? What's it look like in 5 years' time? Is your boss where you want to be? Because that's the life you're in at the moment, going towards that way. So whatever your goals are and your ambitions, is it tech affected? Is technology taking you away from the things that you could be doing to get ahead and to be where you want to be, where those ambitions really are? A lot of us have stopped dreaming about things because we just go through in the rut of life. And I was talking to a cab driver the other day when we were in, I think we're in Sydney. We're in, where were we? We're in a place for a birthday. No, we're in Canberra. We're in Canberra at the 21st birthday party, that's right. And I was talking to an Uber driver there, and he was saying that he just hates being in Canberra. And I said, well, why don't you go somewhere else? He's like, oh, I don't know, I've just been here for 12 years now. And I said, well, the pin's not sharp enough. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, they say, you sit on a pin, it's not sharp enough. You just put up with the pain, you stay there. But if the pin's sharp enough and you jump off, you go, I've got to move, I've got to do something different. And you could see his brain ticking over. And I think a lot of us has lost our ambitions because we get used to the pain that we know, and we become comfortable with that. So is technology affecting where you want to get to? Could you use extra time on technology to maybe redefine your career, start a business? I don't know. There's one for you to think about. How's your big 4 going? How's it working for you, or how's it not working for you? Are you getting 7 to 9 hours sleep, number one? Number two, are you using only 2 to 3 hours of technology? Are you moving? Number 3, are you moving? Are you getting your 20 minutes of exercise at least in a day? Getting outside, maybe conversing with somebody else. And number 4, how's your nutrition going? Are you having 3 good meals and maybe 2 or 3 good snacks as well? Because they're the big 4. Sleep, lack of technology, movement, and nutrition, I feel, gets people actually into positive health and mindset, and that's the key. What can you see about yourself and your current tech habits? We've talked about this series, like I said, this is number 8 now, and we've often talked about your own self-reflection. If you look at your phone or your mobile device and look at and see how many hours you've spent on it, or think about how many times you've been on games or in front of Netflix or TV. What can you say about yourself and your tech habits? What can you say about yourself and your loved ones' tech habits? Can you see it? Can you actually notice it? Can you actually see the effect it could be having on them? Because it's not bad watching Netflix or doing a game every now and then or connecting through social media, but are they addicted? Are they more than 2 or 3 hours a day? And if so, what could they be doing differently to improve their quality of life? What about yourself? Are you willing to negotiate the IWHTM, it won't happen to me syndrome? Are you willing to negotiate that? Because what if you're wrong? What if you say, oh, I'm on social media a fair bit, or my kids are on social media a fair bit and gaming, but it's all right, not gonna happen to me. I know my kids. I've heard that so many times. I know my kids. I think a lot of times we don't know half what our kids get up to, but the dopamine that actually gets through to their brains through the social media and gaming, it's going to have some kind of effect. And we don't see those, unfortunately. You can't physically see what those neural pathways are doing. So Are you willing to negotiate? It won't happen to me. Or are you happy to just set some boundaries and go, no, 2 to 3 hours maximum, that's it. So last tips from me, and this is just from an experienced observer from being in the school system for 25, 26 years now, and obviously having some kids of my own. Number one, can you swap the habit? Number one tip from me, can you swap the habit? Can you get them off devices? Can you get them off social media? Can you get them off their gaming? Can you get them off Netflix or series show? Can you swap the habit? Number two, can you invest in your family and your friends? Like, can you do something different to swap the habit? So yeah, swap the habit. Well, what? Well, can you get around the dinner table and have a chat about, what was challenging about today? What was good about today? What are you looking forward to tomorrow? I like saying the one, how'd you serve someone else today? How'd you look after somebody today with the young kids in our family? Because it just gets them out of their own mindset too and thinking and looking for how they can help other people. What about some great conversations too around playing games? I know our kids like playing Yahtzee and things like that and have some fun little incidental games and jokes there. So can you be that person who's very present in their life? Okay, finally for me, do you journal? Last part for your journal for lack of technology for season 5, episode 8. Number 1, how about you plan some scheduled family and friend time that is tech-free? Do it every day if you can, or if you're busy or you're working late at night or you've got things on when you're supposed to be home with the kids or when the kids are at home and you can't get there for dinner or have an hour or half an hour quality time. What can you plan? Can you plan anything? At the moment, I'm doing a diary with one of my daughters and staying up and doing that every night and also sending that to my stepson, and it's great. We keep ourselves accountable. We start looking at positivity and it's so good. It's so good for our mental health. Number 2, can you start moving and eating well? It's they're the top 2 probably of our mindset and our body. Our mind and body obviously is affected by how much we move or how little we move and what we eat and how much and how little we eat. So can we start moving and can we start eating well, because that will get us in the right mindset to actually be there for others, but also be great in ourselves and making sure we are the best version of who we can be. And the last one, how about you find a challenge buddy? Who can you find that who's accountable to you or you can be accountable to them? You can goal set, have an emotional response with each other. Another example is that was doing the diary last night, sent a picture through to my stepson. He sent one to me. I just went, thumbs up, you're a legend, mate. Sending your emotions and putting your emotions on your chest. Like, this is why people are going to be attracted to you. And he thumbs back. And you just get that emotional response between each other because you're sharing gratefulness and empathy and you're getting that back as well. So can you find a challenge buddy to keep yourself accountable, to have a lack of technology? We know that technology is not bad for us. We do know, though, that the addiction to technology is definitely bad for us. So what can you do? Can you be accountable? Can you look at your own habits? Can you think about some other alternatives you could do to improve your connections and empower yourself and the people around you and influence them to ensure that you have a positive mindset and a positive body moving forward? I'm looking forward to our next episode when we come through on season 6 and we're going to episode 1 on nutrition. And I look forward to chatting to you and your company then. Thanks for joining us on GW Unspoken.